Rusted, obviously the first game in the FA Cup coming up on Saturday here against Bradford Park Avenue. First off, how are you looking forward to getting into cup competition this season?
Yeah, obviously I mentioned it previously in the week, the FA Cup, something that we're really hoping to get a good run in this year. We know it gets a good buzz around the place for the supporters. As a coach and staff and as players, we really want to do well at this year. And go as far as we possibly can, and it's perfect that we've got a home draw and the supporters can all buy in from the sort of very first round that we're involved in it.
And you mentioned the home advantage, of course, there. How much of an advantage do you feel that can be, especially in sort of these early rounds when it can be a bit of a battle trying to get through them?
Yeah, it's huge for us, obviously having the support like we have. We feel that any home game is winnable for us, so it is a big advantage. You know, we play on a nice surface in our familiar surroundings. We want to make this place a fortress for us, so it's important that we take advantage of the circumstances and we get off to a good start and we have high energy, high intensity, and the fans can kind of thrive off that, because I think it comes hand in hand. You know, if the fans get behind us from the very off, that leaks onto the pitch and we have a lot of energy on the pitch. But again, if we play with high energy, that goes back into the stands and the fans can get a lift from that as well. So it's about working together, and it's about the fans being our 12th man. We always just want them to be as loud as we possibly can, and come in as many numbers as they can. You know, the importance of the fans for us is, I can't even put into words, it's huge. So the fact that we're at home, we'll have the fans there, it's a big plus for us.
And speaking in terms of the opposition, of course, not necessarily the easiest draw you could have got. Of course, Bradford Park Avenue been in the same division as yourselves, perhaps haven't got off to the best start results wise, but what kind of test do you feel like they'll provide on Saturday?
I think they're going to come here and they're going to want to obviously put the game to us, and they're going to want to win the game. It's just as important to them as it is us. You know, in football you've got no divine right to win any game, and the fact that results haven't went the way, it doesn't necessarily mirror with their performances. I think I've watched them a couple of times and they've got good players that work really hard. And as I said, they're going to come here and they're going to want to win a game, and it doesn't matter who you're playing against. You've got 11 men on the pitch who don't want to lose a football match, and that's always hard to break down, and we've got to make sure that we outwork them. That's the first on our list, that we outwork other teams. We have to make sure we do that, because if we don't, then we won't win the game. It's as simple as that. So I'm expecting a really hard game. This league's so competitive, there isn't any easy games, so the fact we've drawn a team in this league makes it difficult for us. But as I say, we're at home, we're in good form, so you know, we're expecting to take the game to them, but it's not going to be easy.
Of course, the couple of home games you've had here so far, you've got a couple of fast starts and got some goals early on, which has put you in a good position for the rest of the game. But Mike mentioned that you showed a bit of a different side on Saturday. Kidderminster having to kind of hold out for the last sort of 20 minutes, half an hour at just one goal in front. But how much of a sort of confidence boost or boosting mentality do you feel like that can be, knowing that you've got that behind you if you do need to fall back on it again?
Yeah, as you see, like obviously you look at our team and we know that we can do that to teams in any space of the game, whether it's at the start, whether it's the middle or the finish. We've got players on the side who can score goals back to back quickly. So as you touched on there, it was really pleasing on Saturday that we showed a desire to keep the ball out of the box, especially towards the end. I think they scored, we still had 30 minutes to play, and there was plenty of balls coming in the box, there was plenty of set pieces coming in, and we managed to defend them and show that really gritty side to us, which was pleasing for us to see, because we've been working on it. We've worked on it again this week, so it breeds a confidence, you know, that we can get wins by winning 1-0 or winning by one goal margins. We don't need to blow teams away to win the game. Obviously the more we can score the better, but we need to make sure that we keep it out the other end, and that's everyone. That's from the 9 all the way back. We need to have that real mentality that we want to keep clean sheets, and we don't want to concede goals.
And of course some sort of managers, teams, players, fans even might sort of look at the FA Cup and see it as a potential distraction from the league, especially sort of higher up in the Football League. Of course it means a lot of clubs down at this level, but when you sort of look at league fixtures, cup fixtures, do you kind of separate them in that sense, or does it feel all sort of the same to you?
Not really. I know we say every time I come on, we want to take it a game at a time, and that game that's right in front of us is the most important one. And it's exactly the same with the FA Cup. You know, at this level, the FA Cup's massive for clubs because it comes with the financial benefits as well. We want to put a good run together. We want to get that winning mentality in the boys. I think if you go into games separating them, like you've said there, there's the chance that you might take your foot off the gas a little bit if you don't see a game as more important as the other, and then you might lose that one, and then the next game there's a bit more pressure on because you've lost the last one. So it's really important that we just go in every game trying to win every single game, and we put a row of wins together, and the FA Cup's just a massive opportunity for us to do that in front of our home fans. And as I've said, the benefits for clubs in this league and the FA Cup's massive.
And in terms of the team news on Saturday, how are the lads who've sort of missed the last few weeks looking especially?
Pretty much the same as we have been. I know Chris is working hard with them to try and get them back. The lads are working hard, but we're no really closer to sort of getting them any back for this weekend. I know Elliot Forbes isn't far away now. He's joined in training this week. Jack Hunt has been back on the grass today with his boots on, which is the first time he's done that for a couple of weeks. So it's small steps getting lads back in. We're not expecting to have any sort of fresh faces available for this week. Luke Williams and Danny Greenfield is still lengthy ones. So Connor Panny should be back. To be fair, Connor missed last week because he wasn't very well, and he's trained this week. He's actually played in the FA Youth Cup tonight for Gateshead, so we're expecting to have him back for Saturday. So he'll be the only one really that's the different from last Saturday. Other than that, everything's still the same.